of the subject, I really had no idea what the circumstances were around Malcolm's assassination. And then I met Belosi Harvey at the Third World Trade Institute, who introduced me to Dr. Kenyatta. And that's where we took it from there. And through that, I met most of Malcolm X's closest friends. And that was basically the inspiration for it.
It was quite a documentary. And Jeffrey Al Mohammed, your participation in this.
Yes. Well, my motivation was to bring out and introduce historical and religious information that was not in the movie. In fact, the movie Malcolm X, to which you referred, though it's not generally known, I was intimately involved in that movie, writing substantial sections and also serving as the principal historical and religious consultant. And I felt that I could introduce certain information to this documentary which would show some of the history of the nation and also bring it up to date, bring it up to 1993, 1994.
And there is a message there.
In the documentary?
Yes.
There are a lot of messages.
Mm-hmm. What would you look at as the important message, the most important? I know there are many.
Well, I believe that there was something that Jeffrey brought to this, which is right at the end of the credits. There was a saying that the Prophet Muhammad, in his last sermon in 632 AD, says that there is no superiority of an Arab over a non-Arab, or of a white over a black, or a black over a white, except by righteousness and piety. And I think that's what we're trying to say here.
Reverend Kenyatta, you, of course, play a big role in that documentary. Do you think the message is being delivered through that film?
Certainly it is, due to the fact of the contradiction that I see for that. I'm frightened of it to the extent what the effect that it has on the black masses, particularly those down at the bottom who cannot separate Malcolm from Minister Farrakhan in relating to his remarks that he made that Malcolm was a hypocrite. Mm-hmm. That disturbs me very deeply. And for him to have now been picked as the #2 black leader in the country disturbs me very much, because I don't think they understand the real purpose of what Malcolm was truly all about. It's amazing when you walk into an audience, and at the time Malcolm was around, and see him clap, see people clapping for him, and then you walk into that same audience and see the contradiction between the two great leaders. And due to the fact that I have lived for 29 years walking from what I call underground life, dodging and ducking from the same type of atmosphere that taken Malcolm away from here, I'm saying that it's very disturbing to me.
Okay, now earlier we showed you a film clip with the Minister Farrakhan speaking sort of complimentary to Malcolm X. But in your documentary, you have some rare footage of a Savior's Day program, which only took place last year. And maybe we should take a look at that now, because it appears that there's a contradiction in what we saw at the beginning and what we're about to see now. Let's take a look at that film clip, please.
Malcolm? Did you make Malcolm? Did you clean up Malcolm? Did you put Malcolm out before the world? Was Malcolm your traitor, or was he ours? And if we dealt with him like a nation deals with a traitor, what the hell business is it of yours? And the nation gotta be able to deal with traitors and cutthroats and turncoats. The white man deals with his. The Jews deal with theirs.
Okay, now, how did you get that film clip, first of all? That's
well,
number one.
First of all, I would say that I was present at that speech.
Okay.
I was there. That was one of his speeches that he gave in reaction to the movie, and I felt it was important that I be there to hear what he had to say. And I was horrified once I heard those words, and I felt that it was important that people be exposed to that, so I introduced that to this piece.
Okay, another quick question. Have you found an outlet for the documentary to be shown?
Well, we just had a sneak preview up at the Third World Trade Institute this past Tuesday night, and we're looking for theatrical distribution. We'll also have a date at Keene College on March 15th, and we plan on taking this film into prisons and to all kinds of places and showing it to everybody.
Okay, no outlet like a station, even a public services.
You know,
Hopefully, in the
Hopefully.
future.
You're working on it.
We're working on it.
Okay, I want to thank you for being our guest because we're running out of time now.
Thank
Reverend
you.
Pineda, Director Jack Baxter, and producer, co-writer Jeffrey Al Mohammed. Thank you. And still to come, her name is synonymous with Essence Magazine. Susan Taylor is Marion's in-studio guest.
You can't use a mobile